So, what if I told you the secret to building a truly monumental life isn't some huge, life-changing event? What if it's actually something you're already doing every single day?
I mean, we're all guilty of this, right? We wait around for that one big break, winning the lottery, or getting that one perfect moment of inspiration. But the truth is, the foundation of a great life, it's built from much smaller, quieter things. It's built from our hidden daily habits.
Okay, so if it's not about that one big moment, what is it about? Well, it all starts with embracing the power of small, consistent wins. You see, true, lasting change, it's almost always evolutionary, not revolutionary.
And this really breaks it down, doesn't it? Just think about it for a second. A revolutionary act, that's like a flash in the pan. It's that big New Year's resolution that, let's be honest, fizzles out by February. But the evolutionary approach, now that's the slow, steady burn that actually creates real, lasting change.
I absolutely love this Italian phrase, passo dopo passo. It's just such a beautiful way to remember that you don't have to see the entire staircase to the top. You don't need the full map. All you really need to focus on is the very next step right in front of you.
Seriously, this quote is one of those you should write down and stick on your wall. It's such a powerful reminder that all those tiny, seemingly insignificant improvements, they're like the atoms that come together to build monuments. It's that consistency that's the real engine of mastery.
All right, so you're taking those small, consistent steps. That's fantastic. But what about the quality of those steps? And that brings us right to our second habit, a deep commitment to creating true masterwork.
Let's face it, we are kind of drowning in a sea of mediocrity, aren't we? We live in a world that so often prizes fast over fantastic. Well, think of this next habit as your lifeboat. It's about making a radical commitment to creating work that doesn't just, get the job done, but work that actually leaves a legacy.
Because creating a masterpiece, it's not some happy accident. It's more like a recipe. And these right here are the essential ingredients. I mean, in a world of constant pings and notifications, deep focus has become an absolute superpower. Patience is key, and a profound work ethic, well, that's the foundation for everything else.
Okay, so you're taking your steps, you're creating these masterpieces, you're feeling on top of the world, but right there, that's where the danger lies. That's when arrogance can start to creep in, and that's exactly where our third habit comes in to act as your anchor.
Back in ancient Rome, when a victorious general would return for a triumphal parade, which was the absolute highest honor you could get, a slave would stand right behind him in the chariot, whispering in his ear, "Memento homo." Remember, you are only human. What an unbelievably powerful way to keep your ego in check, right?
And we've all met that person, haven't we? The one who thinks they know everything. Well, this white belt mentality is the perfect antidote to that kind of stagnation. It's all about keeping that beginner's mindset, staying curious, staying hungry, and never, ever believing that you've arrived. Okay, but to fuel all of this, the small steps, the masterwork, the humility, you're going to need a powerful, renewable energy source. And that brings us to our fourth habit, actively protecting and cultivating your own inspiration.
And this isn't just some nice, fluffy sentiment either. It's actually backed by science. Research in positive psychology tells us something really fascinating. The happiest people aren't necessarily the ones who have the most amazing experiences, but the ones who actively savor the good experiences they do have.
So the big question is, how do you fill your creative well? Well, you have to do it intentionally. You have to seek out beauty and wisdom. Lose yourself in a great book, go stand in awe of a masterpiece at a museum, have a conversation that really sparks new ideas, or maybe connect with something bigger than yourself by helping others.
So we've covered 4 really powerful habits, but there's just one more. And this one is like an invisible force that holds all the others up. Without this last one, everything else can crumble under pressure.
If you have a dream that feels a little bit crazy, a vision that maybe no one else can see, then congratulations, you are in very good company. Just remember, every great innovator was first called a dreamer or a kook. Your job is to believe in your vision with a fire that absolutely no one can put out. Here's the thing, this kind of faith isn't something you're just born with. It's something you build, brick by brick. And these practices, journaling, meditation, affirmations, these are your daily rituals for forging that unbreakable belief in yourself and in your mission. Think of them as the training ground for your spirit. So, in the end, it all comes down to this one choice. You can curse the darkness, or you can decide to shine a light. Every single day, with every small step you take, with every piece of work you create, you are making that choice. You are building your monumental life. So the only question left is, what will you choose to build today?